Well, a town hall meeting in Kingsville tonight will help local veterans learn about major changes in their health care. Sunrise reporter Roland Rodriguez is at the American Legion Post 99 in Kingsville. And Roland, give us an idea of what's going to be covered tonight in the meeting.
Good morning, Mike, and good morning, South Texas. This meeting will cover everything and anything related to health care for our veterans. Now joining us early this morning, to my left, we have Miss Anne Marie Torres with the VFW, and to my right, we have Mr. Hugo Martinez with the VA Consumer Manager. He's a VA Consumer Manager, right?
Yes, right. Customer service. Yeah.
Customer service. I get that right. Either way, you're here to support not only those in the Coastal Bend, but the Valley and Laredo. But let's start with Anne. Why is it so important for folks to show up and attend this meeting tonight here in Kingsville?
This is a perfect opportunity to actually speak, or to listen to our VA administrators, our representatives who are coming out and giving out the information regarding the healthcare benefits. Now, this is not necessarily just for the veteran. I encourage the spouses, dependents, family members who might eventually take care of that veteran. This is information that you're going to need, or you do need, to obtain health care, just so that you're in the know about the process, what the Mission Act is, how it's going to affect you, great benefits, and things like that. So it's extremely important that all veterans within our rural community area come out, so that way you know in which direction the VA is headed with the Mission Act.
I see. Speaking of the VA Mission Act, now, Hugo, let's talk about why is it so important for this act in our community that was just passed, last year and went into effect, in June.
Well, as Anne-Marie mentioned earlier, one of the things about the Mission Act is it allows for greater access for health care for our veterans in the rural communities. Again, it allows us the opportunity to increase partnerships, to include adding now urgent care centers for our veterans in the rural communities. So, again, the Mission Act is a great step forward as it relates to increasing access to health care for our veterans in the rural areas.
So, essentially, this program eliminates the middleman.
It does, actually, because now it allows our own VA staff to schedule our veterans into the community providers, which is going to be done a lot sooner than it had been until recently through the Choice Act that was in place before the Mission Act came about.
So it's important for everyone to show up if they have any questions.
Absolutely. Again, we want our veterans to choose VA, and in order for them to do so, they need to learn how the VA is going to greatly improve access to their health care.
Hugo, Anna, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Of course, the meeting starts tonight at 6 p.m. right here at the American Legion Post 99 in Kingsville. And, of course, we'll have more information on our website later this morning at KRISTV.com. Now let's head back to the studio, check in with Mac and our morning weather. Mac.